Another aid truck full of flour rushed by hundreds of hungry people in Gaza. This man separates flour from dirt. This is what we have, he says.
UNRWA has been the main contributor, the main entity to be able to reach all the communities that are most in need.
Canada is among nations facing pressure from some groups to reinstate funding to the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA. Funding was paused after allegations a dozen UNRWA staff members participated in Hamas's October 7th massacre of Israelis. A senior Canadian government source tells Global News no decision has been made, but it's likely funding will resume this week. A press conference with the relevant officials promising an update on Gaza aid was cancelled at the last minute Wednesday.
It's dangerous, and we need to find alternatives to UNRWA immediately so that the people in Gaza will get the aid they need in a proper manner.
Israel's ambassador to Canada wants funding to stay paused until independent UN investigations are done and says Israel is working to share intelligence to back up the claim Hamas has substantially infiltrated UNRWA.
We are trying to make sure that also the Canadian government will have the access to this kind of information as soon as possible.
Next week, Canada's Foreign Affairs Minister visits Israel and the West Bank. Melanie Joly began her Middle East tour in Saudi Arabia Wednesday. The trip coincides with the start of the holy month of Ramadan. There's hope of a negotiated ceasefire and release of hostages by then, but the date is quickly approaching.
If it's not something that would be permanent, we will be seeing a much deeper catastrophe.
Now the ball is in Hamas's court to accept that deal.
Israel's ambassador says there is concern Hamas is trying to draw things out into Ramadan, worried about a possible incitement of new violence during a sensitive time. Abigail Bimman, Global News, Ottawa.